joining me. Now, you are the drummer and
Yes.
vocalist in ALO.
Yes.
And you're on tour right now, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
How's it all going?
It's all going great.
Are you enjoying London? Do you like London as a place?
I do like London as a place. I like England as a place. Strangely enough, I'm not just saying that either. So, I really like the people. And
how long do you get to stick around in London? Because I know you've come from kind of rural-ish London.
Yeah, we will be around tomorrow.
Yeah.
Have a little bit of time off tomorrow, so
that's
to look
nice.
around and maybe do some shopping or something.
Oh, that's good. Was Zach was saying he's still having a bit of trouble getting over the jet lag?
Yeah, it's kind of been an issue this time for some reason. We're like, I think the first day I didn't sleep at all, and then like the next day I slept for like 15 hours, and then the day after that I didn't sleep at all again. So I think I might be finally sort of on a regular schedule.
He recommended saltwater bath to get rid of the old jet lag.
Is that what he said?
That's what he said.
Oh,
yeah,
I haven't seen him do that yet, so I don't know. Maybe
don't know how hotels are going to
might
cope
just
with
make
that
that up on
thing.
the spot.
Now, you guys were friends. This is what I've read anyway, and I don't know whether well, this is the case for you, but I know that some of you were friends back at uni. Some of you were friends before that, from early childhood kind of years.
Yeah.
Now, when did you kind of cross paths with the rest of the guys?
Me personally?
Yeah.
In college.
In college.
Yeah.
Was it a case of picking up instruments, let's join a band kind of thing, or do you have that childhood kind of background in music?
Well, they already had a band. Their whole band from high school all went to the same college together. And so I was already in a band there, and so we kind of just knew each other. It was a little town that we went to college in, a little college town called Isla Vista. And so we kind of knew each other just from being in bands in the same town. And then their drummer left. He went back home. And my band sort of broke up, and I needed a place to like store my drums and practice, and they had a garage that they practiced in, so I just sort of moved my drums in there, and then we just started playing by proxy. Yeah.
What is your best uni memory with the guys?
Well,
uni memory that you're able to tell, I guess.
Yeah, right. It wasn't that wild, really. It was, well, we one summer off, we all like packed up the truck and we moved out to Augusta, Georgia, which is in the southeast of the country, and we went out there sort of to play music, but also to like meet James Brown and hook up with James Brown, which we eventually did, and so that was probably our most memorable college adventure. It's
a great memory. Not most people can't say they've done that, and it's interesting you say that actually, because on your MySpace it lists you as rock and pop. But you're really, I mean, from what I've heard and what I've enjoyed, there is a lot of jazz and a lot of blues kind of influence on there, with all of the songs really. Where have those influences kind of come from for you personally?
From school a lot, because like in the States, every school will have a jazz band. You have like marching band and you have jazz band. So if you study music in school, you always end up studying jazz, usually. So, and we've all had that. Most of us have that similar background. So we've studied jazz in high school or secondary school and in college, and just on our own too, because it's like a really rich tradition to study, and it adds to your musicianship and all, whether you're playing rock or whatever. So that's kind of our background with it. We've all played a lot of jazz.
And we can expect more of the same tonight, hopefully.
I think so, yeah. Here's a few jazz chords in there.
Good. And tonight is an evening with ALO.
Yeah.
Now, what does that encompass? What can the crowd expect tonight? Is it something a little bit different from the usual gigs?
Well, we try to make every gig different from the one before. Whether it's just bringing in different songs or different cover songs or whatever. We try to keep the surprises happening. But what'll be unusual about tonight is there's no opening act. So it just means there'd be, we'll do 2 sets, and it's just ALO. Yeah. So there'll be more time on stage. We'll play longer, and
people have got more time to dance.